Hi, my dear. Demi Rigato. Here I am. How are you? My dear, continually chapter 11. Watershed Management. Part E. Water harvesting and references. Indeed, water harvesting is meaning collection of runoff for its productive use. Runoff may be harvested from roofs and ground surface as well as from ephemeral water courses. Usually, water harvesting techniques which harvest runoff from roofs or ground surfaces known as rainwater harvesting, while collecting from water courses are known as floodwater harvesting, as shown in the enclosed figure. Figure showing rainwater harvesting with gutters and downpipes. My dears, another figure showing rainwater harvesting with gutters and downpipes. Figure showing sketch of general practical classification of water harvesting techniques as described before. Catchment area. Generally, any area that is impermeable for water infiltration can be utilized as a catchment area, as shown in the enclosed figure. Look, my dear, figure showing catchment area. Generally, the desirable characteristics of catchment area can be concluded as shown in front of you, my dear. You can follow it by yourself. There are three common treatments which can be following for modifying the catchment surface for increasing the harvesting efficiency, such as land alteration, chemical treatments, and or land cover. Land alteration, really, the installation of rock walls along hillside contours and collection ditches will assist to convey water to the lower of hill and achievement a collection of rainwater which either goes directly to fields or reservation tanks, as shown in the enclosed figure. Chemical treatment. Really, there are two types of materials which can be used for soil treatment. The first type causing a clogging on soil pools as spraying bitumens or paraffin pipes on soil surface and consequently obtaining less infiltration. Water repellent materials can be also used as sodium cyanide material, as it decreases the macro and medium pore distribution in the treated layer, and consequently soil will be less infiltration to water. Land cover. My dear, it is better under some situations to cover the catchment surface by an waterproof cover. Plastic and other synthetics as rubber and metal foil have been investigated as potential soil covering, as shown in the enclosed figure. Figure showing additional asphalt compound to catchment area. Table showing the several water harvesting catchment treatments which have different efficiencies, long life, and expenditure. Water harvest techniques. There are multi-techniques potentially feasible for using in water harvesting system, which can be divided to three main categories: micro-catchment, external catchment, and flow water catchment, as shown in the enclosed figure. Figure showing sketch of water harvest techniques. My dear, take care that there are different limitation factors for applying any scheme of techniques such as land slope, soil characteristics, and construction costs. Table showing both earthwork and stonework for various water harvest techniques. Figure showing sketch of proposed technical selection techniques of water harvesting in arid and semi-arid regions. My dears, there are 10 techniques devices for water harvesting as follows. Number 1. Inclined earth grid bundle. Rarely, it consists of grid of microcatchment areas which are mainly used for growing trees in arid and semi-arid areas. Each microcatchment area consists of a catchment area and cultivated area, as shown in the enclosed figure. Look, my dear, a table showing microcatchment area, bed size, and volume of earthwork under different land slopes as inclined earth grid bundles technique. Number 2. Contour earth bundle. Really, it is simplified form of microcatchment. Bundles follow the contour at close spacing, and by provision of small earth tiles, the system should be divided into small separated microcatchment spots. The overlay out of contour earth bundles, as it consists of serious parallel earth bundles on the contour, as shown in the enclosed figure. Table showing bundles and tile spacing, microcatchment area, and volume of earthwork at contour earth bundles technique. Number 3. Semicircular earth bundle. Really, it is an earth embankment have a semicircular shape with the bundle edges on contours and mainly used for planting forests, trees, shrubs, and crops also, at special cases depending on the location and the ratio between choosing catchment to the cultivated area, as shown in the enclosed figure. Figure showing semicircular earth bundle. Table showing radius, lengths of bundle, surround area per each bundle, and earthwork per bundle under different land slopes as semicircular earth bundle technique. Number 4. Contour ridges. Really, it is a type of microcatchment technique, and which is known also as contour form or micro watershed, which can be constructed either by labor or machine, as shown in the enclosed figure. Figure showing contour ridges. Table showing earthwork per hectare under ridge spacing and heights at contour ridges technique. Number 5. Trapezoidal bundles. Really, it is a type of external catchment technique and used to enclose a wide area up to 1 hectare for collecting more quantity of runoff, which is harvested from an external or long slope catchment. Indeed, trapezoidal bundles can be used for planted crops, trees, and forests, and is suitable at 250 up to 500 mm rainfall depths. Good characteristic soil at 0.25 up to 1.5% land slope, where it will be more suitable at less slope than 0.5%, as shown in the enclosed figure. Figure showing trapezoidal bundles. Table showing lengths of base bundles and wing walls, distance between edges, and earthwork per bundle under different landscape percents at trapezoidal bundle technique. Number 6. Contour stone bundles. Really, it is a type of external catchment technique, as using stones or pebbles to slow down runoff, in addition to filtrate water and consequently capturing the sediments, which will act for sealing the bundles and increasing soil infiltration and storage effectiveness, in addition to improve the crop production. Figure showing contour stone and pebble bundles and its suitable dimensions. Table showing bundle size under different spaces apart and labor requirements at contour stone bundle technique. Number 7. Permeable rock barriers. Really, it is a type of floodwater catchment technique and famous and popular used in West African countries, as shown in the enclosed figure. Figure showing permeable rock barriers. Table showing spaces between wall barriers and required volume of stones under different landscape percents and permeable rock barriers catchment technique. Number 8. Spreading bundles. Really, it is a type of floodwater catchment technique, and they are often applied in areas where the construction of trapezoidal bundles are not suitable, and where runoff is small and causing a damage to the trapezoidal bundles, as shown in the enclosed figure. Figure showing water spreading bundles. Table showing lengths of bundles, number on the earth walk, under different landscape percents as spreading bundles catchment technique. Number 9. Storage ponds. Really, it is a good device to storage water for using it mainly in agriculture. It is preferable to let each farm or more have special storage ponds to cover the crop water requirements in dry season, or until sometime during the rain season where there is no enough rain. Generally, there are 3 common types of ponds, such as groundwater ponds, runoff ponds, and spring ponds. Look, my dear, groundwater ponds fed from the groundwater, while runoff ponds feeding from the surface runoff. As the case of spring of creek-fed ponds consists of either a scooped out basin or formed depression below its plank, and so it should be designed to conform the pond surface below the spring outlet level. Figure showing runoff holding ponds. reservoirs and dams. Really, reservoir structures are constructed to storage and diversion water for achieving several purposes such as control of destructive flow, irrigation, domestic and industrial supply, hydroelectrical power generation, regulation of navigation, preservation and recreation of life, and so on. My dear, there are different types of reservoirs and can be classified depending on the purpose served to main three categories such as storage and conservation reservoirs, flood control reservoirs, and the multi-purpose reservoirs. Figure showing high dam multi-purpose reservoir in Egypt. Selection of reservation size. Generally, there are many variables which should be taken into consideration while selecting of reservation size. My dear, follow it by yourself, it is so easy and clear. Siltation phenomena and its control. Really, it is very important phenomenon. And normally, the upper catchment area which locate in mountains sides are exposed to erosion and consequently the runoff water normally carrying sand, silt and other colloids. Water reservation procedure results to reduce the flow velocity and consequently time by time sedimentation of different suspension particles start to be occurring and consequently causing a reduction on storage capacity of reservoir. My dear, according to the siltation phenomena, it is essential to provide an adequate storage depth considering it for self-sedimentation as dead storage. Generally, life of reservoirs will be affected by this phenomena, which can be defined by different terms such as useful life, economic life, usable life, design life, and full life. Generally, there are many procedures and methods which can be followed for controlling siltation phenomena in reservoirs, which can be followed by yourself, my dear. So clear. Water losses from reservoirs. Normally, water covers a wide area of storage reservoir spaces, which is exposed to atmosphere all the time. In addition to the transpiration process from the hydrophytes crossweeds. Hence, losses of water from reservoirs occur continually by different ways such as evaporation losses, soil absorption losses, percolation losses, and transpiration losses. Storage capacity and yield. Yield of reservoirs is the amount of water which can be supplied from it in a specific interval time, day or year. There are different terms on this point of view such as safe yield, which is the maximum amount of water which can be supplied from the reservoir during a critical dry period. Secondary yield, which is a quantity of water which can be supplied from reservoir more than safe yield, and average yield, which corresponding the average of safe and secondary yield over a long period of time. Reference, my dear, really it is so important. More references. More and more. Additional references, my dear. More references. More and more, my dear. It is so important. More references. More and more. Really, you are lucky, my dear. More references. More and more. More reference, my dear. Follow it. It's so important. More reference. Goodbye.